Dre
that
in the
pull drive.
room. I mean, not in the room. Dre is here. I'm about to say this is
Uh,
working. So, all right, cool. We good. Welcome back to
Looks
another
like the
episode
BNP
of
ain't
the Hoodie
cash
and
out.
Headband podcast show. Sorry for the delay. Life happens, but we're here though. You know, Commissioner's Cup. The Minnesota Lynx are up at the moment, 27-19. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Tariq, how you feeling in general, and how you feel about this game?
I'm feeling good. In general, a lot of good things going on. Sports wise, life wise. So not much to complain about. Um, and then as for this game, feeling pretty good about it. It's been pretty competitive. Both teams have missed some layups that they could have made, so this score could look a little different. But as far as gameplay, intensity, things like that, I think everything's been really good. Obviously, wish Caitlin could have played, but you know, um, got to play who's on the court, as we've seen in the finals and then throughout the playoffs in the NBA, and we see in sports all the time, really. So hopefully she's back soon, but um, still gonna be a really good game nonetheless, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good game as well. Indiana Fever have still been good without Caitlin Clark. I said they're decent. I mean, they're 8-8 at the moment, right at 500. Um, I mean, definitely interesting and definitely good for them to see some growth and development in other players with this team. So I mean, that by the way, by the time Caitlin comes back, they'll be even better. I feel it's always those times that kind of test the team a little bit. Up, right on time. That man ML.
Yeah. Talking about, bro, they was winning this regardless of who was on that court. I agree with that part. Definitely would have been a better game, but costing us a trophy, crazy work.
I mean,
Costing
hey,
y'all
we still
y'all's
gotta go
best
out there and compete
opportunity
though.
at a trophy.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Cool with that, ML. Costing us a trophy? It's not. Nope. We're not doing that. Not with Fee on the court. We not. No watch. Now I get into this habit, and I've done this on the podcast so many times of like saying something, and then that next week the player or the team turns around and does well. So in the video I recorded about the Aces, I was like, yeah, they've been a little inconsistent, but they play Phoenix tonight. They could win tonight, and then then they might start rolling. Now, obviously, they've only played that one game, and then towards the end, I was like, yeah, WNBA don't really make moves or nothing. They don't really big trades. The next day, after they beat the Mercury that the night before, the next day they trade for Alyssa, bro.
I see that. Let's get into it, man. Because yeah, there's been a lot of turnaround, shakeups since the last time we've been on here for both the NBA and the WNBA. Got some players coming back from Eurobasket. Shoot, some players coming back from Eurobasket getting cut, which is absurd news. Absurdities.
That shit was
Nasty word.
sick, bro. I was like, what? That don't even make sense.
Like you, I listen. I'm not a WNBA GM. I'm not an
Y'all could have
NBA
cut her
GM.
while she was over
I
there, I
will never
guess.
understand it. I'll never get it.
But like, huh? I don't get it. I mean, Carla Lee is injured right now, so she's not playing. But Janelle Salon is being activated. Um, Caitlin Chen is still on the roster.
Yep.
So are they choosing Caitlin Chen over Julie Van Loo? Like, what's the? Because Kate Martin is there. Uh, Tiffany Hayes is
Kate
healthy.
Martin has been hooping too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just kind of it's weird timing for sure. Like,
Yeah.
if you were gonna waiver, you should just did like Linskins and just waiver before, like
Before Eurobasket.
once she goes, like once Kiara Linskins was leaving to go play for Belgium
Mm-hmm.
and she got released then. That would have made the most sense in terms of Van Loo. Maybe they just weren't sure who they were gonna because I mean now they're down to 12. So I don't know if they have to cut Caitlyn Jenner or not. I would assume because most teams don't carry 12. But in terms of guards, they have Veronica Burton, who's been really good this year. Tiffany Hayes is their starter, but she's missed some time here and there. Carla Late's been pretty good off the bench, but she's missed some time lately. Cecilia Zandalazini, Janelle Solon, Timmy Fagbenle were all playing in Eurobasket, and then Caitlin Chen joined the team once those players went to Eurobasket. So um, I guess it was between, and I think they might be keeping me here too. I'm not sure. Like that's the thing is like I don't know their cap situation, so I don't know if they can keep 12 or not. But if they can keep 12, then Amihir and Shin, who were two players that got cut before the season, are now on their roster. So I guess they took advantage of those players going to play Eurobasket, and now they have the opportunity to stay on the team. Or I just could be looking at this all wrong, and they don't have the cap space to keep both of those players, or maybe they can keep one. I'd have to see their cap space.
I mean, I feel like it's an interesting move. We talking about the Aces, right? Or wait, who we
Never
talking
talking about
about? My
Van
fault. I kind of just lost track. Oh, Van Lith. Um, yeah, no, I'm not just interesting. Just never really got a gauge on the direction or sense of direction the Golden State Valkyries have gone this season. I feel like they're still trying to find their identity. They've had good moments, great moments. Um, More great than bad, in my opinion. Still figuring themselves out, but I don't know. Just interesting to see, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I have to get more information on their cap space, but
Yeah.
um, they've been playing really well as of late, so I can't fully blame them for wanting to stick with what they've got right now. I think they were number 4 or 5 on my power rankings this week, so they moved up pretty high. I played really well at home. I've had a sellout every single week or every single game, so definitely shout out to Ball Holla, Ball Holla, one of those things. Um, and the players on their team that have shown up and played hard every single game and have been able to go out there and get wins. We mentioned Aces. The Aces traded for Alyssa Smith. And they traded a second and a first. I think it was like a 2026 second, 2027 first. And then in doing that, had to waive Tiffany Mitchell and Elizabeth Kitley,
Yeah,
which
I don't know. I wasn't looking. I want to say forward, but it's I wasn't
but
expecting that. I
they
guess.
didn't need to trade Kit or to waive Kitley, or they didn't need to waive
No.
both based on cap space, from
Yeah.
what I seen. They still have like I don't want to misquote this, but I think they have like 90,000 left in terms of cap space. So they could have kept Kitley or Mitchell, one or the other. But I think having potentially Matt Gustafson coming back soon, Kia Stokes on the roster, which is on a protected contract, which is why her and Kirsten Boast on or on the roster, or can't be moved from the roster, and besides like a
Mm,
trade, they can't be released because they're both on protected deals. Um, and then you have Cheyenne Parker Tyus coming back at some point this season. And then if you have Nalissa coming in, that leaves you 5 front court players without naming Asia. You don't really need 6. So Kia Stokes is always going to be someone that they prioritize just because again she's a vet and she knows her role. And she's not gonna overstep at all, if that makes sense. Like she's not gonna do anything that she shouldn't do, or she's not gonna try to be too much. She's just gonna be Kia Stokes, which is
mm.
fine if that's what you need her to be. Um, don't know the timetable for Meg Gustafson, but if she's coming back soon, then she can play some backup five if need be, or if they play Stokes and Gustafson at the same time. I would assume they start Asia at the five, Alyssa at the four, um, and then Kia Stokes will come off the bench. But if they still have $90,000 open, I would assume that they're going to sign someone else with that money, but I don't know for sure. But do you think this makes them more contenders, or do you think this changes the trajectory of their season? Because they are sitting at 8-8 right now.
I mean, I feel like if you bring a player like Nalissa in, who's like a proven forward in this league, who well is closer to being established, I should say. Um, can be a difference maker at times. I think the potential is there for her to be a real impact player on this team. Um, it's just a matter of seeing how she fits in and what her role really is. I mean, obviously, I don't. Hmm, I mean, there is a world where I could see her in a lineup, in a starting lineup next to Asia, maybe. But realistically, I would just have to see how the fit works out, you know. But definitely helps the Aces. They had another. Man, she wasn't the top pick in her draft, or was she?
Number two. She
Number
was number
two.
two.
Charlie Coyer was
It
number
went.
one,
It went.
right?
No, she was Ryan's draft. I think.
That was Ron's
Yeah,
draft.
she was Ryan's draft. Yeah, she. It was Ryan, Alyssa, Shakira.
Okay, but um, but yeah, no, I just think I feel like Vegas wouldn't make a deal or wouldn't make a trade if they didn't see this benefiting them. Um, so definitely just gotta see how it plays out because I mean, a lot of us were high on Joel Lloyd acquisition from the offseason. Um, and that really hasn't lived up to the hype quite yet. So just a matter of just trying to figure out what this team's identity is. I mean, I feel like they did good by making a move before the deadline and making a move before the All Star break ultimately. So they have a chance of seeing how things fit, seeing how this works out, um, seeing how it can help them in terms of or in hopes of trying to make moves towards the right direction.
Yeah. My thing is pretty similar to Drew Lloyd for me with Alyssa. Um, she doesn't add a ton of defense, but she does add size in the front court. Um, I want to look at her efficiency this year, because she hasn't been the most efficient player throughout her young career. So that's something I'm curious of seeing, like if playing next to Asia helps her in that regard. Now, granted, she just played with Aaliyah Boston, but Aaliyah Boston plays a different brand than um, Asia. So it could work out. This season, she's averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds. She's shooting 42% from the floor, 18% from three, 61 from the free throw line. Her career high field goal percentage is 48. Career high in 3-point percentage is 38 in her rookie season. And since then, she's been 28, 29, and then 18 this year. So the efficiency has to take a jump, like badly. Um, she started 15 out of 18 with Dallas. So I think she's a starter. I think she plays the four next to Asia. I think you get Nelissa so that you can add that scoring punch instead of having Kia Stokes there. If you bring her off the bench, I guess that could make sense too. Um, But the efficiency absolutely has to take a jump because if you add her and her efficiency is low too, like you're hindering your team when you put players like her in a sense Jewel out there because they're getting a good chunk of shots, but they're not making them. So um, this doesn't really help your bench. If anything, it hurts it. Tiffany Mitchell was, I wouldn't say like a huge part of it, but I mean, you're only playing a few off the bench before. So now it's Dana Evans, Aaliyah Nye, and Kia Stokes and or Alyssa Smith. So um, I think it says a lot about Aaliyah Nye and the faith that they have in her. The way that she's played throughout this season, she's had some really good games. Curious to see if that's like a consistent thing, if they start to trust her a little bit more. She's like one of the go-to players off the bench every game. Um, but yeah, I think they just I don't want to say it was a panic move, but I want to say it was desperate. Like they felt like they needed to make a move. They couldn't stay where they were, and this was like the easiest move to make probably. Honestly, I would have if I was them, I would have maybe they did. I don't know for sure. I would have tried to see what we could have gotten for Aaliyah Edwards instead of Melissa, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
But
felt like
Melissa was probably less valuable. So
yeah, I feel like with the news coming out that Washington is listening to offers for Leah Edwards, I feel like Aces probably should have gone. I feel like they could have got more from um, Leah Edwards than Alyssa Smith, in my opinion.
yeah, but they probably would have had to give up more. So
Yeah,
it
like a
just depends.
2027 first. If the Aces are,
That's a lot, low key,
I want to say, I'm thinking of like
because you don't know what this team is going to look like after
where
this year.
this
Most
team
of
is
them are
going to
free
be in
agents.
2 years. Like
Ace
that's
is free
the
agent.
Juju Watkins,
Jackie and
Maddie
Chelsea are all free
Booker
agents. I'm pretty
class.
sure.
What's up?
So when I said Asia, Jackie, and Chelsea are all free agents this year, I'm pretty sure. And I think
Yeah,
Jewel can opt out, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken. So all four of those core players that you think you have and that you think might be there in 2027 might be gone. You might be the worst team in the league, and you might be missing out on Juju Watkins
yeah.
or Hannah Hidalgo.
Hannah Hidalgo, Maddie Booker.
Yeah. So that you could bring in Melissa Smith. No disrespect,
Alyssa Smith
but
for
I'd rather have
potentially,
that
man,
2027 pick.
they gonna have to find a way to get that
Even if
back.
that pick is like 9. Like that draft is deep, bro. Like we're
Yeah.
seeing you seeing what Aaliyah Nye is doing right now. She was end of the first. So you don't know what that end of the first is gonna look like in 2027. Like it might be somebody in 2026 that chooses oh no, they actually can't do that no more. I
No,
lied.
I'm about to say no more COVID years.
Let's say no more
Real
COVID
basketball
years.
now.
But some
You better real stats.
might be some injury, some injury red shirts, something like that. You never know. You never know what happens in 2027. But I don't know. I wouldn't be giving up a 2027 pick unless I was for sure that my team was winning a championship. And not I don't feel that way about the Aces.
Yeah,
Shout out
no.
to Kevin. He said, "What do you guys
Kevo
think are the best
Benz.
landing spots for Aaliyah?"
I
Um,
think off
Go.
top, I would say what I feel like Dallas is cool. I feel like LA would be cool. Um, if Vegas didn't make the trade for Melissa, I feel like that would have been a good spot. Um, trying to think of other squads. I feel like Atlanta got their bigs. Same with New York. Um, oh, that you gotta make that. I'm sorry, but you also got Connecticut as well. I mean, they need help. I don't wanna say all over,
I
but
mean, they're not even playing Anissa right now, so I wouldn't even trust that.
yeah, just somewhere where she can
Honestly,
have the chance to play right away and have her impact on the game. Like This a better situation than what she's in now in Washington.
Honestly, I don't know where that is though. So if we're looking at it, so Atlanta has BG and Bree Jones,
Yup.
and then Nas Tillman off the bench.
Yup.
So that's their top three. The Sky have Camilla, Angel, and then you have Elizabeth Williams. You have Michaela Onyenwere, who plays 3-4. So they have their top three. The Sun, I mean, depending on how they're playing, because they they're playing like they're still trying to win. When you have Tina Charles playing a ton of minutes,
Yup.
um, and Anissa not playing that many minutes, so I wouldn't say Connecticut. The Fever, they have Aaliyah, obviously. They have Natasha Howard. Then you have Dantas. You still have um, Bree Turner, Michaela Timpson. Don't see it there. New York, don't really see it there. I mean, I guess her and Nyara Sabli could be like the
Lead
two
the second
post
unit.
players come off the bench. Could see that. Granted, given the UConn with Stewie and Aaliyah connection. Dallas, I guess, would kind of make sense, but when Maddie Seegers is healthy, she's gonna start now that Melissa's gone. And then you still have Maisha Hines Allen, you still have Louisa Geisel Soder, and you still have Tierra McCowan with Lee Roof. So don't know there. Phoenix is pretty stacked in terms of their roster. The Sparks are still waiting on Cam Brink. You still got Rakia Jackson. You still got Azrae Stevens. The Storm, they've got enough. They just traded out a younger center. They've got Ezzy, they got Dominique, they got um, Kenzie Holmes, you got Gabby Williams playing the 3-4, you got NECA playing the 3-4. So Alicia Clark plays the 2-3-4. So really the only teams that kind of make sense are Dallas and New York, unfortunately. I mean, I guess it would depend on what the other team is trading out, but the Mystics don't really need. I don't know what players or what like positions they would need. I guess a wing. You have Jay Melbourne, you have Lucy Olsen, you have Suge Sutton, you have Brittany Sykes, who all play the guard. You got Sonya, who plays guard wing. Georgia obviously is hurt. And you got Inkster's a wing. Shakira Austin's big. Kiki is a big. Stephanie Dawson's a big. So I guess you could go a wing slash front court player to trade out. But I don't know. It's kind of tough because there's just not that many. There's just not that many potential landing spots. So I would say Dallas or New York are the best spots in terms of her getting playing time like right away.
Got it. Is there any other big acquisitions as far as trades or anything like that in the WWE missed out on? Any team? I mean, any players that got waived? Um,
No, but we or I don't want to say no. Um,
I know Haley Jones
Let me
got
check.
waived with who came back?
Yeah. Um, it was Dallas.
Dallas.
Um,
Who came
I
back for
can't remember.
Dallas?
It's not Maddie. Maddie's not back yet. Somebody else. Um, because they released Scarlett Charles too.
Mm,
Tierra McCowan and Louis Agasso Soda both came back.
okay.
So I think Leone Phoebus set active. Janelle Salon, Zangela Zini, Julie Alamon are all set active. So they've returned from Eurobasket. Um, those are the last transactions. But then we have the three teams that have been named to be the next three expansion teams in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Um, I think they're in three separate years. I think one's like 27, 28, and then 30, if I'm not mistaken. Cleveland is 2028. Detroit is 2029, and then Philadelphia is 2030. So it's 28, 29, 30. Um, I was surprised to see Cleveland and Detroit, to be honest. I thought there might have been someone like a team in the South, and I was kind of surprised that Tennessee didn't get one, two.
Oh yeah.
Because Tennessee, no, Tennessee doesn't have a professional basketball team, so I thought
No.
that would have been a good
Well,
spot.
no. Tennessee does.
But
Tennessee
like,
got the Grizzlies, Memphis.
I'm tweaking. I'm
I
tweaking. I literally
said
sat
the
here and thought
Memphis
like,
Grizzlies definitely exist because we
because for
listen. They
some
just had
reason
a
I
whole.
thought Tennessee and thought Indiana because of Peyton Manning because he played at Tennessee and then he played with the Colts. So for some reason I was putting those two together. Obviously, I know Tennessee
And
and
then
Indiana
even
are two different
then,
states.
Indiana got two professional
No,
teams.
that's
One
what I'm
was just
saying. That's what I'm saying. They had professional teams. That's why I was
yeah.
like, nah.
So you
That's
really
that's two
tweaking.
different things. So that's why I was like, nah, they don't have a professional team because I'm thinking Nashville. I'm thinking Tennessee Titans. I'm like, yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's. But Memphis just feels like its own thing. It don't feel like
No, for real though. Like when I think of
Memphis
Memphis, I
don't
don't
feel
think
like
of that. Like
Tennessee.
Memphis is a drastic change.
Yeah, I
Like
don't think it's Tennessee, bro.
nah,
Because that's not even West,
exactly. That's
but
like
they're in the
Midwest
Western
still.
Conference. That's
Or
South. Tennessee
dang,
is
that
South.
is South. Yeah.
Because they're in the
Well,
SEC.
cause see, they were Vancouver first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen,
But Vancouver,
when
low
I
key,
grew up, it
Vancouver is East too.
no, I thought Vancouver was out west. I could have sworn Vancouver's on the
Well,
side more
Toronto's
like
East.
Toronto's east. Yes.
Where the
Let's
hell is
see.
Vancouver then?
Vancouver's on the
Vancouver's in
other side
Canada.
of Canada.
Other side of what? America?
I said of Canada.
Yeah, but wouldn't that still be considered the East if they're on the East Coast?
No, it's right above Seattle, bro.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, it's right above Washington,
How big is Canada?
bro. Canada is big, bro. Like, it's a big country, man.
Because like
You
it's
got all
right
these other
there
like
up
states
past
and
New York, but it's
territories
also
in
right there
Canada.
past Washington. What
Like, you
the
got
hell?
Edmonton, of course. You got Vancouver, Calgary. You got Alberta,
I mean, they do got some
Winnipeg,
big ass cities, but I
and
don't know
that
why
all stretches. You got
I'm
Ottawa,
tweaking.
Montreal, Quebec. Those are
Damn.
all. So Ottawa
All
is.
these places I've heard because of wrestling.
I've heard of these because
Edge,
both
Chris
both
Jericho,
wrestling
Christian.
and whatchamacallit, wrestling and hockey.
I
Okay, you
watch
got
my
the
hockey.
Toronto Maple Leafs, Ottawa, Montreal. Who else? Vancouver got a team. Winnipeg got a team. Calgary. I don't know if Calgary has a. I feel like Calgary does have an NHL team. Hold on, they
I
definitely
feel like
do.
I have heard it before. Couldn't tell you the actual like the second part of the name, but I feel like I've definitely heard it before. Um, but yeah, what are your thoughts on the three teams that were chosen or that won the bidding, I should say, in
Yeah.
Cleveland, Detroit, and
So
Philly?
hold on, let me see something. Yeah, Calgary definitely got a team. Oh, so I mean, I like seeing OG locations like Cleveland and Detroit come back to the league. Um,
Detroit got rid of their team at first, didn't
they
they? Though?
definitely did. They're the Dallas Wings now. Like
Yeah, because there was
they were in the
Detroit, then there
Tulsa
was
shot.
Tulsa, then now they're Dallas. I low
Yeah,
key would have been okay if they didn't get their team right back because you let your team go. You shouldn't
yeah,
get your team back yet.
yeah. Like I would have
But
rather
like also
Houston.
the other teams that people are saying is like they lost those teams too.
I mean, everybody lost their team like in one way or another. Due to one reason.
Did Nashville have a team?
No. I'm not saying. I'm talking about the
Okay.
original teams that
Like
came in,
Miami,
like
Charlotte,
Miami, Orlando.
Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Houston. Like I
Yeah.
think the comments should be back in the league. I don't know why the comments ever left the league. Like that just doesn't make sense to me, bro. That's like letting the Lakers leave the NBA. Like, what are we talking about?
That's a little too far.
It's a little too far.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. But I'm saying like they're that significant, like in W history. I would feel like they're a dynasty. They won what
Yeah, but
four straight.
theirs was so early on, and it feels
Yeah,
like that was so long ago that it doesn't feel
it doesn't because
like
they don't have a
it'd be
team in
different
the
if like the
league.
Aces ran four straight now,
Yeah,
and then in 2027 they were gone. That's basically would be like what like how'd that happen?
yeah.
But I feel like since it happened so long ago, people don't really think about like oh dang. I mean
I
people
mean, because you
do,
got most of the fans
but
nowadays for the W are newer fans. Like they've only been watching for less than 5 years.
or when those teams were winning, we weren't born or we were like 2 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like yeah, there's a like a cultural thing there was like yeah that team shouldn't be gone, but at the same time it's like when they were there they weren't
If you look
appreciated,
at
so
the
it made
logistics
sense
of the
for why they
things
were
that
gone.
went on for it to be gone, it's like okay, I get it. It's
Hmm.
like the league wasn't receiving proper funding until recently.
Yeah,
Like these are things that you got to account for when talking about expansion or just talking about teams that are in the league in general. Um, Funding is everything. Teams were making money. Owners were losing money owning these teams. I mean, the history is there, but ultimately, I'm glad to see that we will be getting 18 teams by 2030. So going from
yeah.
12 to
So you have
18 in a
Portland,
matter of years
Toronto,
is crazy. Um,
Cleveland, Detroit,
I'm
Philly.
trying to think of what other news. I think I saw something about somebody dropping out of the Detroit, not of Detroit, but out of the Portland ownership group or something like that.
It was I think it was the president like stepped down or something like that,
Yeah.
or like the GM or something like that. It was hold on, let me see. Uh, Detroit
But yeah, definitely, I'm
GM.
excited for Detroit. It's funny. I was having a conversation with a homie of mine from Detroit, and um, I like playfully was like, "Yeah, man, bring back the shock." And he was like, "Bro, yes, bring back the shock." And I was like, "Yeah." And then next thing you know, Detroit's getting the team. So, um, on top of that,
All that
though,
yapping, I'm gonna tell you the same thing we told Toronto. If you gonna in the Bay, if you gonna cry for a team, you better show up.
oh yeah,
Golden State has answered the call.
listen,
They
pull up the
sold out
Cartier
every
glasses,
single game.
pull out the minks, and pull up for the Detroit um, WNBA team. Because I mean, you would think that teams like Detroit and Cleveland go back to their original team branding, or would they be just new franchises in general?
I would assume they would just go back, but they might try to do something new since it's like new school
Yeah,
era, like new era instead of
I
doing what
mean,
they did before.
because would the shock like history go back to the shock, or would it stay with the wings? You know?
I would assume it would go back because, like, if the Supersonics became a team again, they would get the Supersonic stuff. OKC would just have OKC's.
So OKC's history will start from what 2008
Because,
to
like,
now.
it's like New Orleans, Charlotte.
Oh, so that's what they did.
So, like, Charlotte has
So
because
as a
it
Hornet,
was Charlotte, then Charlotte went to New Orleans, and then Charlotte became a team again.
yeah.
So Charlotte, the Hornets have all of theirs, and then New Orleans is its own entity in terms of records. They stand off. So
Okay.
right now, Seattle's records is still OKC's.
Uh huh.
But if Seattle comes back, then they would take those records with them, and then OKC would just start in 2008.
So since the Hornets, so if I understood this right, the Hornets got their records back from New Orleans when they became the Bobcats.
Yes,
So then when they
I
became
believe
the
so.
Bobcats, it was Bobcats and Hornets history, all that. So Chris
Hmm.
Paul has nothing to do with Charlotte, but has everything to do with the Pelicans.
Yes,
I'm picking up what you put down. I got it now.
yes. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I
Yeah,
feel like that's how it worked. Because when New Orleans became, because the Kobe trade couldn't have because New Orleans was owned by the NBA at the time. they were still trying to find an owner to take that team.
You said the Kobe
And
trade.
that, yeah, the Kobe or not the Kobe trade, but like the Chris Paul to
Oh, the
Lakers trade.
Chris
I mean,
Paul to
like that
yeah.
couldn't they didn't let that happen because the NBA was still owned the Hornets slash Pelicans at that time.
Okay,
And then once they were able to sell that team, then they were like, all right, they have the number one pick, and then you can decide what you want to do with the rest of the team from there. And then they still ended up trading Chris Paul. They just traded to the Clippers instead.
wow. So that's why the trade got
Yeah.
vetoed.
Yes. That's
That's
exactly
so
why Davis Stern
unfortunate.
did. He didn't do it because he thought it was going to be unfair. He did it
Right,
because
but that's still
they
kind of
wouldn't have been able
that's
to sell the
unfortunate.
team. They wouldn't have been able to sell the team without Chris Paul on the team.
Yeah,
Or they needed something to keep the owners or the potential owners invested
yeah,
into buying the team.
got
And
it.
it was like, yeah, you can get the number one pick, but now you get the number one pick and you can still trade Chris Paul. So they traded Chris Paul to the Clippers instead of the Lakers because they got a bigger haul from the Clippers. Because they
Got
ended up
it.
being like Eric Gordon, a
So it
bunch
was
of
like a
guys from there.
regulation kind of thing. I mean, it still was a regulation
Yeah.
kind of thing, but not as
Because if
direct.
it was a regular owner, like if the NBA didn't own it, that trade would have happened.
Yeah,
But matter of fact, let me make sure that the Charlotte Charlotte Hornets all time, because I want to say Charlotte Hornets all time is probably like, oh yeah, it is, because Charlotte Hornets all time is like everything is like damn near Kimba.
I would assume
Yeah,
so.
so Bobcats Hornets is the same thing,
I
and
would
then New
assume so.
Orleans Hornets and Pelicans
Cardiac
is the same
Kimber.
thing. Yeah, let me see Charlotte Hornets all time stats or leaders, I should say. Del Curry, Kimba, Del Curry, Kimba.
Okay,
Literally
so
the
yeah.
only.
Dang, ain't no Bobcats
So
on there?
yeah. Larry Johnson,
Well,
Gerald
no, Kimber was a
Wallace,
Bobcat for a little
Emeka
minute before he
Okafor,
switched back.
Muggsy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning, Kimber Walker again, LaMelo Ball in triple doubles, Nick Richards, field goal percentage, Troy Daniels, Kelly Tripucka, Glenn Rice. Yeah, so Charlotte has their own stuff. So Detroit would take back Detroit Shock
Yeah.
numbers, but I don't know about Tulsa. I think Tulsa might just stay with Dallas. That's a good
Mm.
question. Because Tulsa, I mean, maybe Tulsa just, I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I guess Tulsa would just stay with the Wings for now, unless they came back, which I don't think would happen. Um, yeah. And then Cleveland, obviously. I think it would just be
Cleveland
easier to do the same thing, but you might want to rebrand it so that
from Rockers.
new fans are like, oh, it's a new thing. Like you may rebrand it. I mean, I feel like it may be harder to find a name now. Like the Valkyries is a great name. Like
Yeah.
they kind of just like stumbled into that,
So I'm trying to
but
think.
it kind of makes sense because it's a
What?
play off the Warriors.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's not the
It's
Rockers,
like
then I don't know what it would be if you're Cleveland.
yeah.
Like you probably just go with the Rockers, and then Detroit probably just go with the Shock again, unless they want to go a different route. And then obviously Philly. I saw someone say Philly 76 hers. I was
I
like, all right,
seen
bro.
that, and I was like,
I was like,
okay,
yeah, we're not doing that, bro. That's nasty.
but nah.
Talking about some okay, no, bro,
I mean, no. That
no.
I mean, good play on words there, but that definitely wouldn't have been the name I would have went with. In terms of Philadelphia, I'm trying to think. You can't do the Liberty because the Liberty's already in New
Nope.
York. I was thinking
I
Liberty
guess
Bell, but
Philadelphia Bells,
yeah,
but
Bells is
it's
the
like
one thing.
BELLS or
LLES.
BELLES. Yeah, but that might be like
But
Southern
I
Bells.
want to say like Southern Bell. Like
Hey,
nah,
Minnesota, look in, bro.
I'm about to say they've had a ugly couple possessions just now, bro.
We've
Like
been on 20. Oh, I don't want to say we. They've been on
nah, say we.
27.
Go ahead, say we. That's your squad. Go ahead, say
They've been
we.
on 27 for a long time, bro.
But they got 29.
Indiana went on an 18-0 run to end to end the first half.
Pops
Now they
saying you
only on
accepting
29.
mediocre again.
We're in the Commissioner's Cup championship, bro. What are we talking about?
You said what?
We're in the Commissioner's Cup championship. What are we talking about?
Oh no, he's more so talking about you being a Red Sox fan.
What that got to do with? WNBA basketball.
I don't know.
My favorite player just got her jersey retired, and it's gonna be in 2 different stadiums or arenas. So that's all I know. I didn't set no mediocrity in the kingdom. My side.
I see that.
One,
Listen, I ain't
one.
got nothing to contest it.
Yeah, come on now.
I ain't got nothing to contest Miss Candace Parker. That's one of the goats of this game, if not the goat.
Digo. I was just talking about this actually when I was playing pickup either Monday or last Friday. I think it might have been Monday. Maybe it was last Friday. They were talking about like how like and they're like most of them are like big on Caitlin Clark just because that's really all they know.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, this older guy does like kind of follow. Like he's like, I love Caitlin, but if she played more like Paige, she might be really, really like she might be even better. And I was like, hey, I'm not
Listen,
mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Like I
listen. I
understand
had
the thought
combos
process
this
of what he's trying to
weekend.
say.
I had combos this weekend about Paige and Caitlin. I mean, I'm still sticking to how I view things. How I viewed them in college.
Which is funny because Caitlin is more your brand of basketball than
Oh,
Paige is.
100%, 100%. But I don't know. I just always thought Paige was better than Caitlin. Like as far as like a just overall game. I mean, like Caitlyn gets to it. Don't get me wrong. Now, Caitlyn get to it. She'll drop 30 effortlessly. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
think I think
she'll
with
shoot from
those two, it
30,
literally just comes
shoot from
down
40
to
effortlessly.
preference.
But I just think I
I don't
like
think one
Paige better
player
as a
is like for sure
playmaker.
better than the other.
Yeah, it's like a 1A 1B type situation.
Yeah, I think it's preference of player. Like
Because
if you're
Paige could
starting
have
your
came
franchise, who
out.
would you rather have?
Yeah, Paige could have came out same year as Caitlyn. Obviously, they were freshmen at the same time, but I mean,
Hmm.
no fault in Paige there for staying another year.
Yeah,
Um, and I wouldn't even count Paige's other year as an extra year. I mean, because she missed like a year and a half basically due to injury. So if anything, it's a medical red shirt and
agreed,
not a
Kevin.
COVID year.
But she took full advantage of it. I will say that she earned like once she got it, she earned it time and
No,
time
yeah,
again.
that's a
Like this was
fact,
something
Kev.
that we talked
That's a
about. It's
fact.
like
That's a fact.
the
That opened the
pressure and
gate up, bro.
Paige said this too. Paige said this too, but the pressure that was on Caitlyn, that is still on Caitlyn, to be phenomenal every single time she steps on the court is crazy.
No, for
Like
sure.
it's LeBron like.
Like no other player in the
Caitlyn has
W
to
got
go out
that.
and hit
Not
30-foot
Asia,
threes every
not
single game.
Fee, not
Yeah.
Stewie. Like not even
No.
at their peaks.
The only
Like
other players that have had hype like that, I would say is Candace.
got to. Yep.
Because like when Candace came in, like she was the
She
WNBA's
was it.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Like she was on the slam cover in high school or Sports Illustrated in high school.
Yep.
Won the McDonald's slam dunk contest,
Yep.
championships at Tennessee,
Yep.
a bunch of I think she had like 8 or 9 dunks, maybe more than that in college.
Yep.
First overall pick, going to LA of all
Yep.
cities, like MVP, Rookie of the Year, first season. Like
First season, bro.
I think Candace Parker, Caitlin Clark. I would also throw Angel Reese in there,
Yeah.
or the and now Paige have all had pressure on them to be phenomenal every single game. Paige to a lesser degree, because I
I
feel like
mean,
she's more liked.
yeah.
Because Candace's was more like, oh, we're gonna start watching now, or
Mm-hmm.
like we just want to see how great she is.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlyn was like, there are these people that hold her up in this high regard, and then there are people that are trying to push her down, and then there's the
Yeah.
people in the middle that just love basketball.
Yeah.
Same with Angel. There's
Same with
people that are
Angel.
trying to push her up in high regard. There's people trying to push her down. There's people in the middle.
Yep.
With Paige, almost everyone just likes her.
She's the
So it's not like anyone's
most
like,
like
oh yeah,
well
she's gonna
received
fail. She's gonna be
player
trash.
in the
Like
league at the moment. I would say
exactly. So it's like
because it's like it's not like
it
a
makes sense.
polarizing conversation when you talk about it. It's
Yeah,
like you like basketball, you like Paige Beckers. Simple as that.
yeah.
It's
Because you could
not
say
like there's
Skyler,
anything.
but
Skylar's another
Skyler
one
wasn't
too.
even the first pick in her draft. I don't think
No,
it was what
had been BG.
BG Deladon then
Then
Skyler.
Skylar, yeah.
So
And then you got
and
I'll
I
say
don't. I mean,
Ages
I don't
up
think
there
any of those
too in
three
a
had
sense, but like
huge
she got there.
expectations.
Not like off the rip, but she got there
Yeah,
when she got her first MVP. or like
Yeah.
once like the Aces were first projected to win a chip, in
Hmm.
that bubble year they lost.
Yeah.
And
Fee
then
was like what, sixth pick?
yeah,
So she definitely didn't have like super high
I would
expectations
say
coming in.
Fee is just now getting the attention that she deserves for real.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
which is insanity.
Um Stewie had a lot of hype coming in, but it wasn't like, oh, you got to be great right away type of hype. Because like I mean,
No,
Joe
it was
Garrett
just
came in the year
it's
before
just
that.
Stewie. She's dominant. Like we just know her as a
Enrique,
player.
like yeah, I think these are the first ones. Because like I mean, there was a few years where the first pick didn't even play.
Yeah,
Like Charlie Collier
Charlie
just
Collier,
didn't, just
not
wasn't
even
out
in
there
the
getting
league.
PT. Just wasn't even out there getting PT her rookie year. Like the fourth pick got cut.
It
The
was like
fifth pick got
her
cut.
and then a Watt
Kaiser and
Queer.
Chelsea Dunger.
Oh
Chelsea
yeah,
Dunger. Chelsea Dungy both
Chelsea
got cut.
Dungy.
Fourth and fifth picks.
Yeah, I said last I checked,
Crazy.
Kaiser is a model and Chelsea Dungy is coaching.
You didn't have to say it like that, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
Because Kaiser's still trying to hoop.
I mean, she's still trying. She's still in the gym. She's still in the lab for sure. It's just I
She
don't
was on a
know.
training camp last year, right?
She had a roster spot. She played
She's
with
in
the
Chicago.
she played with
She's in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, she played with
She's in
Chicago last year
Chicago.
for a good little minute and then got cut.
Yeah. 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 I think it's interesting to see how certain play, like the All Star. I was going to talk about this in a video, but the All Star votes and the way that people are talking about it. I
Oh
will say this:
yeah,
the
I got a
Caitlyn
couple
thing,
of reasons why
I get it to
we
an
can get
extent.
into that too.
The Caitlyn thing, I get to an extent,
I get it to an
but at
extent
the
as
same
well.
time, I think Alicia Gray is like 12th. And
I
this is
thought
what
she
I'm
was
gonna
like
say. This is
first.
what I'm
Well, she's 12th in
in
fan
in
votes
in player rank.
and player rank. I thought
Maybe
I
maybe
saw
it wasn't
Alicia
Alicia
was
Gray. There was
one.
somebody else that was like 12th. That was like around the
Uh,
same realm as Caitlin Clark.
All-Star.
Like there was somebody that was like, I'm like, okay, Caitlin Clark, like her, these two are in the same kind of realm or same kind
Oh
of
my
category,
gosh.
and they were 12th. I think it might have been Kelsey Plum was 12th or ninth.
Let's
I think Kelsey
see.
Plum was 12th.
You got player rank: Alicia Gray number one, Sabrina number two, Skylar Diggins number three, Natasha Cloud
This surprised me.
four,
That was the crazy one.
tied with Paige Beckers at four as well. Um,
Makes
six
sense.
Kelsey Mitchell,
So they think Kelsey Mitchell is better than
seven
Caitlin
Brittany
Clark.
Sykes,
Wild.
eight's not even listed, but you got nine Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Plum at 16, Jackie Young at 12.
Yeah, that it was Jackie Young. When I saw Jackie Young at 12, I was like, okay, that's not too bad. And then Kelsey Plum at 16, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah,
The thing that I thought about, I was when I was walking today, I was like, because I was brainstorming on what I would say if I did a video. And I
yeah.
was like, you know what? The WNBA players have always been weird about this kind of stuff. Like, what? Uh-oh,
I got it.
uh-oh, uh-oh,
Nah, I got a notification. This is if
uh-oh.
you know type of thing. But world-renowned performer Red Panda injured during a halftime routine at Commissioner's Cup.
What?
Yeah,
They didn't show it?
they didn't
Because I
show
didn't see
it.
it
They
at
had a
all.
whole halftime show. Like this, is not like a league pass game. Like
Damn, when
it's
she
not a
fell
league
off
pass
the
game at all.
thing?
This is
Oh.
on Prime. But I mean, like I don't know if you watch hoops, you watch league pass. You know who Red Panda is.
She fell off the thing, bro?
I don't think I hope she didn't fall off.
Because
That'd be scary.
that's a long fall, bro.
Let's see. I'm clicking on the thing now.
Hey, Minnesota, don't piss me off, bro. Don't piss me off.
Wait, why I click on a hold on?
All right, we
Oh,
down 11 right now.
okay. So popular halftime performer Red Panda was injured at the start of her well-known routine here at the Commissioner's Cup. She appeared to be shaken up and had a hurt wrist. She tried to walk off the court, but the medical personnel attended her and took her off in a wheelchair. She was conscious the entire time, but clearly stunned and in some pain. Everyone is hoping for the best for the legend. So it sounds like she fell off.
Damn,
That's a long drop.
that's crazy. It really is.
That's a long drop.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
nuts.
would think doesn't she have mats out there too, or I'm tripping?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I've never seen like I've never noticed mats out there.
Oh
That's I
my
feel like that's
gosh!
why
No,
what makes it so
she fell
impressive.
off the unicycle.
Oh man,
There's no
I feel
video.
like that's what
I
makes it
didn't
so
see.
impressive.
There wasn't a. Oh no! There's a video.
Oh damn. Hey,
Oh.
don't, bruh. Minnesota, lock the lock in, bro. Lock in, lock in, lock in. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Dang. So it's like I guess she fell and like I guess hurt her wrist, breaking her
Please,
fall.
please, please. Oh my gosh, we can't make nothing.
Yeah, it
Okay.
looks like she was break. She broke her
Oh
wrist, hurting her fall.
damn.
I mean, not
I
hurting her
mean,
fall.
that's honestly
Hurt
best
her
case scenario.
wrist, breaking her fall.
That's actually best case scenario, to be honest.
Yeah, probably
Um,
like a shock factor thing too. Cause it's like
yeah, for sure.
I just saw the video just now, and it looked like she I don't say was struggling, but she was just like kind of just trying to gain balance, and
Mm,
then was going forward, and ultimately just fell. It's like lost balance. Like yeah, but big ups to Red Panda. Hopefully, hoping for the best.
but yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about how WNBA players are weird when it comes to I don't want to say evaluating talent, but they're weird when they have to give credit to their peers or when they're able to vote on their peers. Because if I don't know if you remember this, but multiple times Candace Parker and Skylar Diggins were voted most overrated player by their peers. Now, if you tell me that Candace Parker and Skylar Diggins are overrated, I'm gonna look at you and tell you you don't know basketball.
Literally,
But if WNBA players are saying it, then you have to look at it from a different lens of like, okay, maybe it's demeanor, maybe it's the way they talk to players, maybe it's the way that they are the players, which makes sense for Skylar Diggins. Because Skylar Diggins is very, I don't want to
vocal,
say hot headed, very vocal. Like she's gonna say
uh,
whatever she wants to whoever, doesn't matter.
expressive.
Yes,
Uh,
Candace
we
was
saw
also
it in
like
clip
that
the other day. No, you
to a
know what's
lesser
funny?
degree than
I
Skylar.
got a text from a son. Shout out to the son, friend of the program. Um, he's like, "Dang, bro, what's going on with Skylar Diggins?" I said, "Bro, they better stop playing with folk."
Hey, bro, she been crashing out all season, bro.
No
Unrivaled
facts,
too.
facts. But y'all better stop playing with folk. I just know that for sure.
But what's up, Dre? Um, that's what I thought about when I was thinking about
What's
like,
up? What's
okay,
up?
they ranked her. She was ninth in players. I think I was like, it's got to do more with like demeanor,
Yeah,
um, dislike, which is the same thing they did to Candace Parker and Skylar Diggins. So it's not the first time we've ever seen it. They
yeah.
did it to Sabrina in past years where they ranked her like super
Like
low on two
super
guards.
low. Same with
Um,
KP.
so it's not super surprising. I would have been more surprised if she was like one, two, or three in terms of player rank, just because
Yeah.
I don't think it's resentment. I think it's more
Let me
competitive.
actually use my vote to vote for somebody else that probably deserves the vote. Not saying that Caitlyn didn't deserve the vote, but let me
Yeah,
try and help my teammate out here. Let me try to help this person out here.
because
Because
I'm gonna say it like this:
Caitlyn's gonna get the fan vote. Obviously, like she got the most fan
the
votes,
players, the
and
players that
coach
didn't vote
vote.
Caitlyn probably wouldn't have voted for her either.
I mean, yeah,
So it
like
makes
I
sense.
think Caitlyn probably voted for Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham just off the shit for them
That'd
being
be that'd be
teammates.
no, that'd be nasty work.
Like
I
it's
hope she
like
did.
when certain players get All Star votes during like
Yeah,
when they voted. I don't know. I guess what not Zaza Pachulia, but I'm trying to think of like
yeah, it was
a
awesome.
ridiculous not fan vote, but a ridiculous player vote.
He was he was above like DeMarcus Cousins. somebody else. But
I
he was
said the
above like DeMarcus
fan
Cousins
vote
and
went crazy on
fan
that
voting.
one. Like we didn't see
And
it
then
fall through for Zaza, but we saw it fall through for
right,
Andrew
because the
Wiggins
media and the coaches
because of
play
the
such a
fan
part.
vote
But
had that much weight
if it was
on.
fully fan vote, bruh,
Yeah,
nasty work.
yeah.
Yeah, Julie Van Loo getting waived was definitely crazy. I was not expecting that. That thing came across my phone and I was like, what? Like some of the ones that I've seen, like it makes sense. Like I was expecting Haley Jones to get waived because it was a hardship contract. I was expecting Kyla Charles to get waived because she got picked up. She got picked back up because Maddie got hurt. Plus, two players went to go play in Eurobasket. But I was like, you know. But yeah, I think the Caitlin Clark being ranked 9 thing is a little bit overblown. But it's Caitlin Clark, so of course it's gonna be overblown. Um, but again, I think if Skylar and Candace are voted most overrated, then I think that's a testament to Caitlin. Honestly, I would
Yeah,
take it as a
no,
compliment.
for sure.
Like you think I'm in the same. You think of me the same way that you think of Caitlin or of Candace Parker and Skylar Diggins. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Cause see, look,
Those
Caitlyn
are the
got
two all-time
third from the
greats.
media vote. So I mean, fan vote and media rank are the two that weigh the most. Well,
Mhm.
no, isn't the media and the player rank weighted the same?
Yes, it's
So
50
media
fan,
50,
25,
25,
25.
25. Okay. So she got one for the fan vote, obviously. And then media rank, I think media rank is more so of like a good judgment of like an actual ranking because these are people that watch every game and analyze the game
No,
and,
not
and
necessarily.
not necessarily. I mean, because there's outliers, but
Say it.
say what?
Say it.
Say what?
Say it.
What
Media
bias?
voting. Media voting. Say it. Say it.
What is there to say?
Media voting, bruh.
Is biased?
There's one instance that we talk about all the time.
Oh, the MVP of
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fourth place vote, bro.
yeah, man.
Fourth place
We'll be
vote.
on. We'll
So
be on.
I'm not gonna say media. They be watching all the games and they unbiased
But
because they
by
be
I don't
biased
say
too.
it should be though. I'm saying media
No, for
should
sure,
set the standard. Like if done
for sure.
correctly, media should set the standard for an accurate, um, objective like voting of people that watch
Yeah,
every
for sure.
game, people that talk about the game, people that write about the game, people that are closer to the game than the average casual person. Like fan voted for more so for like the casual voters, casual watcher. Like who the fan want to see. Media voted for
Courtney, what is
who really
that?
should be like who really these people that have a say so and really think like we should kind of base a little more of media and coaches voting because those are people that are voting for the people that really deserve it for real, really that really earned their spot. People that they fully believe should be an all star based on what they've seen. And then you got player voting. Most of the time, players are leaning towards their, I would say, coworkers, their teammates, and their like players that they're closer with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like Alicia Gray is well respected the
God,
most
make
in
a
the league. So her
shot.
getting the number one player rank is not really surprising. She also got the number one media rank too.
Wait,
Gold
who
medal
did?
leash, All
Alicia
Star
Gray.
leash,
Yeah,
having a
she's been
season.
that good this season.
Yeah.
She's been that good this season
Um.
and efficient. That I
Yeah.
think that was another thing that people were looking at Caitlin and her efficiency hasn't been great.
Yeah.
I think they said she's 1 of 26 from the 3-point line on the road this season,
You said one of twenty
which is
six. What
kind of
that?
crazy. Yes, on the road from
Oh,
three. Caitlin
wait,
Clark.
who? Caitlin Clark. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I might have to fact check that because that don't even sound right.
Nah. Yeah. That's
Like
wild.
just not making threes on the road,
Yeah.
just shooting 35 footers, just missing.
Crazy work right there, man. But
But again, when your
then
player
I
like her,
got to do
you
remember
flip, you
she
have to
did
shoot
kind of
those.
struggle a little bit,
Yes,
slightly. Like she had
going
a
into
couple
the
couple
injury.
games, couple outliers where she just I don't know. like looking at her shots or looking at her box scores, looking at her shots from a night to night basis, and it's just like, dang,
Because the shots that she shoots, she makes those shots, but they're also really tough shots. Like,
yeah,
yes, her and Steph make those shots with pretty much ease, but at the same time,
they gonna put up 20 of those.
when you're not in a rhythm, like those shots are tough to make, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm saying this because obviously I'm not Caitlin Clark or Steph Curry,
yeah,
but I shoot a lot of threes in pickup. There are days where I can't miss. There are days where I can't make shit, and I'm gonna just keep shooting them hoes. There are days where I go like 4 for 4 one game, and then the next game I go 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Like it's a But when you shooting tough shots, it's hard to get back into that rhythm than if you're getting to a midi or getting to the spot that you get to every single time you come down the court. And I think that's what people or some people look at. Please, 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 please. Damn it. Needed that, bro. Needed
no,
that.
same.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Uh oh,
Bro, I'm praying that something bad didn't happen to Carly Sanderson, bro. That injury the other night scared the hell out of me, bro. And I'm so tired of these Achilles injuries, bro. Because now I'm in my
I
head,
almost had one.
bro, bro. I'm hooping today, and I'm not even like hooping. I'm just shooting, not even jumping or anything. Didn't even run. Didn't even. I mean, I broke a sweat, but not like a real sweat,
Yeah,
bro. My calf started to feel like tight, and I was like, bro, don't play with me, bro. Like I'll shut everything down. I won't even go to work. Don't play with me. Like it was like that, and I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like this thing is like so in my head that I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to have this happen to me, bro. I can't. But then we see Carly. It said foot on the injury report. There, and after the play, she grabbed her ankle and her foot, so it was hard to tell what she hurt. But she didn't really. She kind of slipped on someone's foot, but she like slipped and then hit their foot, so it's kind of hard to tell what happened with the actual injury. Um, I'm just hoping that you know she is not severely injured. Like hopefully it's just a small injury. Also, is Cam Brink gonna play basketball this year, bro?
I'm about to say it's July.
Her return date was mid-June. Now, granted, I
It's
told
July.
everyone this when she said it on her podcast. When she said that she was gonna take her time, nobody's gonna rush her. I get it, but my dog, it's July. We trying to see you hoop, bro. Because people on
Yeah,
Twitter is talking crazy about Cam Brink. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not.
But
You
it's
know
been some
I will never see
crazy
none of
talk
this
on
stuff,
Cam
bro.
Brink.
Like I'll filter my Twitter. Listen, I filter
See,
my
but
Twitter to where
I
I
only
don't see
saw
the
it because I
nonsense.
Googled or I only saw it because I Twitter searched to see
Cam
if
Brink,
anybody
and
had an
then a
update
bunch of
on
stuff came up.
her injury. And then I saw people saying like, yeah, y'all be talking bad about Angel Reese, but I don't be see y'all talking about Cam Brink like this. First of all, she only
Cam
played
Brink
like
has been
six
hurt.
games. Second of all, they be like, yeah, but
For
when
one,
Cam
Cam
Brink
Brink
do
has been
6'4" and
hurt
5,
for
don't
for
nobody say
for.
nothing. I'm like, she didn't even get the chance to
I said,
to
ain't nothing for
play.
anybody to say. Like she was on the gold medal,
No,
not gold medal. She
facts,
was on the
facts,
Olympic
Trey. This
squad.
Cam way has been forever, bro. I feel like I haven't seen Cam Brink play basketball in a long time,
Man,
like a
it's
long,
been
long
too
time.
long, bro. It's been too
No,
long.
facts.
I've seen. No, I'm not gonna go comment. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I already went there once today. I'm not going there again.
It was like same with like when no Nika Mule played the whole season. So did Jordan Horston.
So yeah, Nika,
So
and
theirs is a
then
little
Nika,
different.
whatchamacallit,
Nika
she
got hurt in like
hurt
her second
hers
or third game
in,
overseas.
yeah. Why say it was
And
second
then
game?
Jordan Horston got hurt overseas too. But Cam got hurt right before the Olympics last year,
Yeah,
which was which was hella sad.
it's been a year now.
Um, yeah,
It's been a
damn
year.
near a year, which is the timetable for women's ACL injury, so it makes sense.
Mm.
But I feel like I've just seen her been walking around and playing for not playing, but like she was running with Unrivaled. She's been running with this Sparks. So I'm like, and they keep losing. So I'm like, the more and more they lose, the more and more they're gonna push her shit back. Pause. The more and more they're gonna push the timeline back of like when she should come back because they're gonna feel like they shouldn't bring her back because they're like,
Yeah,
all right, this is just a waste of the season. But I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully she plays at some point. Maybe she comes back after the All-Star break. But I want to see Cam Brink play basketball again. Selfishly.
Dang,
Oh my God! Can we make a
this is a low scoring
bro?
game, bro.
These shots are wide open. They're getting great shots. They're just not going in.
This is
This
a
is
very low
insane.
scoring
They're not
game.
even playing great defense. They're getting good shots, just not making them. I blame Courtney Williams. You know why?
Why?
Because she said, "I don't care about the hardware. I only care about the money." God heard that and said, "You know what? You don't need it." God heard that and said, "You don't need it." Because it ain't like, man, Fee 4 for 13. Why is Jess Shepard down there trying to score on the lead?
Oh yeah,
Boston.
parlay been good.
Courtney Williams 2 for 10. Pitch Carson only taking 2 shots, but it's like Atlanta Smith the only one that's shooting efficiently. Besides Jess Shepard, she got 4 points. But it's like damn near every shot I've seen, especially from the 3-point line, has been open, and they just miss. Like,
This game is
what's
in the
going on?
50s. It is 52-43, and we're in the fourth quarter.
I mean, Minnesota's got a great defense, but they've also got a
Yeah,
great offense, so they're supposed to be scoring more than this. So,
exactly, exactly.
but they've been really good this season
And they're
and
one down by
last
9 right
season
now.
at making runs in the fourth quarter and making comebacks. So, yeah, I saw somebody tweet the other day, "Get Courtney off my team." I was like, "Damn, that quick."
Bro, people be just trying,
And then I
bro.
saw the last shot, and I was like, "Okay, I get it, but I don't at the same time." 'Cause it's like
Honestly, people see like one
she's been
bad
great
game
for
or
them,
one bad whatever and be ready
but I
to
will say
dispose of players or I don't know.
she's very Russ-like.
Yes, yes, that is
She's
a great
very
call.
Russ-like.
That is a great
Her
call.
great is great. Her bad is bad.
Yeah,
Like her floor is not high. That's
and
what I
like with
say. Her
that midi
ceiling
is hitting,
high.
that midi is
Her
hitting.
floor low. Her floor is all time low. Ceiling, I wouldn't say all time high, but her ceiling is really high, like all-star level high.
Yeah,
And
and when
then
that
her
midi
her
is hitting,
floor
bro, that
her
midi is
floor is
hitting.
out of the league low, or like bench warmer low. Look, don't do nothing stupid.
Oh,
Oh, good move.
oh,
Finish, please, please, please,
oh, oh
please.
my gosh! What?
We
She sold
literally
that,
were just
bro.
talking about it, bro. We were literally just talking
She
about it,
sold
bro.
that so bad.
Good job, Jess. Good job, Jess.
She hit the
Good job, Jess.
crazy one too. I'm thinking she's just
Good
about to
job,
go lay
Jess.
that up with the
Yeah,
right
that's nasty, bro. Yeah, why not just
verse.
lay it up on the front side? Sid Colson is not going
Man,
to chase you
you
down, bro. Sid Colson is not going to chase you down and block that off the glass. What are we
no.
doing? Lay that up on the
That's
front
what
side. Try to be cute.
she playing like me right now.
Just lay it up. Don't play with it. Just lay up. What did Casita say? Oh, I can't remember what he said. He said something. Just I just lay up. I don't remember what he said, but it was a bar. It was a bar.
Ooh.
Man, who you think will win this game? You think Fever close it out, or you think the Lynx make a comeback?
Oh, good luck. Fever is able to close it out. Let's get some nasty conversation started. Um,
They
Commissioner's
play
Cup
Commissioner's
without
Cup, man.
CC.
Ain't nobody gonna care about that
That
after
opens
2
the
days.
gates
It's the same
for
thing with the
nonsense.
who lost the in season tournament.
We lost the in season tournament. Who did lose the in season tournament? This year? Was it New York?
No,
I see who won the in season tournament this year. It was
see, you
Milwaukee.
don't even remember. Yep,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee won. Who they
Milwaukee
beat?
won it this year. And who they beat? They
They beat
beat
them when
the
they beat
Thunder.
them. There was a lot of conversations that happened.
Did they beat the Thunder?
Yep, they beat the
Oh.
Thunder, and everybody was like, "Oh, the Thunder too young. The Thunder too young." And look what
But
happened.
that's been the Thunder's thing for like since last year, bro.
So what they gonna say about the Lynx if they lose this one? Because they won the Commissioner's Cup last year and then lost
They
the
yeah,
championship
they're
on some
reigning
bullshit,
champion.
but they
Yeah.
lost the championship. So and no one's won it back to back, so it makes sense that they would lose this. But I just hate that they would lose this on the road because I want to say no, they won. They played at home last year because
Vegas
they had
lost on the
the
road.
tiebreak.
Well, Vegas lost theirs at home. New York lost theirs at home. Then you got
Minnesota
what's my
won.
call?
Minnesota won theirs at home last year because they had the tiebreaker
No,
over New
they
York.
played it in Brooklyn. So they
Did
played it in
they?
the smaller gym, in the Westchester gym.
But Minnesota had beat them.
Minnesota beat them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Saying
Then
Aces lost to the Liberty at the crib. Liberty lost to Minnesota at the crib. So if the Lynx lose tonight, that'll be them losing at the crib. That'll be three straight home teams losing the Commissioner's Cup. Because who won it first? Seattle won it first. I
what
don't
are the
remember where that
records
game was
going
played
into?
at. Seattle won it first, then Vegas, then New York.
I feel like the first year wasn't played in a home team's thing, but I could
It
be
was played
wrong.
on a neutral site.
I feel like it was. I feel like it was Vegas.
Yeah, I think it was Las Vegas because they didn't go with any Aces branding whenever the Aces did it. When the Aces played it the second year, because it was in Vegas regardless before the Aces got there. Let me see. First Cup, what was that? 2021. No, not Governor's Cup, Commissioner's Cup.
Uh, Courtney. Oh my gosh, what they call? Come on, man. Come on, man. What they call? Who scored? Uh, that's a tough.
So
That's a
Storm
tough
beat the
guard.
Sun. Oh, they played it in Phoenix.
Uh, was that
They
where the
played
All
the
Star
first
game
one in
was that year?
Phoenix. You said what?
Was that where the All Star game was that year?
No.
Okay.
I want to say that was 2021. So that was an All Star versus Olympic year. Because 2021 was technically an Olympic year because they pushed it back because of COVID.
Mm, yeah.
So that was in Vegas. Um, then you had Commissioner's Cup. That was a crazy season. Commissioner's Cup was in Phoenix that year. Um,
Commissioner's Cup was right
Seattle
after
beat them.
the Olympics. No.
It was because I remember we thought, or not we, but people thought it was like, yeah, Storm, like half the Storm were
Oh
just
yeah,
getting back from the Olympics.
yeah,
Them girls gonna have jet lag, whatever, and ended
yeah,
up cooking the Sun,
yeah. Friday. I
literally.
remember that now. Damn. You smack.
And then
Smack. Atlanta be
2022
getting abused out there, bro.
was in Vegas. Vegas
That's a
won.
foul, ref.
Vegas beat the Sky.
Players just get to run through Atlanta Smith. That was a Sylvia foul. That was
Dime.
dumb.
Okay,
Oh, sorry.
sick
Oh
host
yeah,
with the
yeah.
dime.
Swing the rock. Knock down Atlanta, please, please. Oh my God, bro.
Take control, Sid. Take control, Sid.
All
I
right,
thought
bro.
there was another W. I'm trying to think of another W
Please,
topic to
please,
bring up.
please, 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 please get a bucket here. We need it
Oh,
badly. Oh Lord. Oh
oh,
Lord. Oh, good move. And one.
should have
That's
been
a
an and one.
foul.
That should have been an and one. She got fouled clearly,
She
but I saw that from the
literally
couch.
smacked down
Like you can
on
see that from the
purpose,
broadcast. She
trying to
got
foul her.
smacked.
She tried to foul her. What are we doing?
Then we went an hour into the show. We haven't talked about Andrew Reese playing at an all star level. Listen, it's hard being on the Andrew Reese defense squad, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not out here in the trenches like Mariah Rose, but I'm not about to just let you not know ball in my presence.
Are you kidding me? Y'all think she just threw that ball out of bounds on her own? Are we for real? Are we for real? Be the for real as you can be. Cause you're not right now. They score here, it might be wraps. Can we play? Oh my lord, Courtney. Yeah, they're doing this stanky leg off a jab step. Lock that up. Like, travel. Thank you. Come on. We got to score right here. We have to score right here. Come on. We have to score right here. Goodness gracious, bro. Get it to Fee right now. Courtney, give up the rock. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You're just dribbling.
Okay.
I don't care that you made that. I don't care. I don't care. That's a terrible possession because you've done that 18 times, and that's the only time you scored on that play. They want you to over dribble. They'll do that. Yeah, keep the ball in Courtney Williams. Now, why would you gamble for that?
Ooh.
Get the
Oh.
rebound.
Oh.
And she just,
Oh.
oh boy, you about to go, 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 go. What are you waiting on? What are we doing? Oh my God, why would you pick up the ball right there? Oh my gosh, swing the rock, swing the rock, swing the rock. Oh my gosh. Why do y'all look like y'all don't know how to play offense now?
Oh.
Boy,
In case you're not watching along, or if you're watching along, or I don't know, but we got 4 minutes 38 seconds left. It is 60 to what 48,
49.
49, 60 to 49. Minnesota Lynx are down. They got the ball.
All right, they took Courtney out the game.
Oh, yep.
Can we get a foul? She just get ran over? Golly, bro. Can we play basketball, please?
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
But yeah, you was talking about injuries.
Oh yeah, she had. Let me go back to her stretch of games because I sent this to the boys in the group chat. So she had 10, 19, and 4 against the Atlanta Dream. She had 18 and 17 with 6 assists against the Los Angeles Sparks. Against Golden State, she had 17 and 18 with 2 assists. And then she had a near triple double in her last game against who did they play? But who did the Sky play? Let it fly, Soph. Okay, Soph.
Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Talking about some let it fly.
Oh,
So
against the
okay,
Sparks,
so
24 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists, and I was on 50% from the field. I'll say 53% to be exact. But it's good to see Avery play good, especially with her having such an up and down sophomore season. Um, I mean, she's gonna have the haters regardless, and she's gonna show them up every time, or most of the time. But I mean, there's still a lot there in terms of like stuff she needs to work on in terms of her overall game. But it's still good to see she's making strides, progress, having these impressive stat lines.
yeah, she's been really good. The thing that I've been most impressed with is the playmaking. She got multiple games where she's gotten over 5 assists. Um, I think she has a triple double, or maybe I could be wrong. I think she has
She
a
got a triple double
10 assist
recently.
game.
I want to say within the
What's that?
last couple of weeks, she got a triple
Let's
double.
say she had a. She definitely had. Yeah, she did. 'Cause she had like it was like
I said she didn't really shoot well that game,
11,
but she
10, and
made
11 or
what
something like
most of
that.
her free throws.
Yeah.
She made like 7 free throws or
Um,
whatever. I think she had like
but
11 and 15 or oh something crazy.
I think she's been playing better as of late for sure. She's been playing more confident. She mentioned trusting her teammates more, and things like that. So hopefully she continue to play well. Cardozo is back, I think, next week from.
Yeah, should be.
I think she's playing FIBA America or something like that. Um, so it sucked because they were starting to play really well together, and then she had to leave to go play with her national team. Um, I will say though, her demeanor isn't the greatest. Like she probably doesn't mean it the way she does, but Camilla's demeanor and like I don't know, there's something off. Like when they're dancing in the tunnels, there's one player that's never dancing in the tunnels. The other day when some players were going back and forth, there were 9 players in the scuffle, or at least like in the situation. There was one player that was pretty far away from it, walking away from it actually. So that's interesting to me. Um, I don't know. I just feel like when your teammates got something going on, you're supposed to be there for them, but it may not be a big deal. I may be reaching. Um, oh, still at the game. Y'all losing in front of still. It's just whack. Um, but yeah, bro, we can't get shit to fall. This shit's cooked. GG's, GG's. Good game, Indiana. Shout out Indiana though. Get this one without Caitlin Clark is really big. So, uh, damn, can we get offensive foul? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we on that shit. Yeah, we on that shit. Negativity, negativity. She's throwing that damn elbow all the time. Shit, elbow and forearm, and then throw another elbow. Stay on that bullshit, bro. Golly, damn, elbow to the face. It's Courtney fault, bro. On the court and off the court. It's Courtney fault. We don't care about the hard way. We just want the money. Clearly, you didn't want the money because your ass wasn't making no damn shots. That's okay. At the end of the day, Commissioner Cup ain't what you fighting for. You fighting for the WNBA championship. So it'd have been cool to win. Ooh, good move. Oh wow, you made a shot. Crazy. Um, trying to think if there's anything else that I can think of. The rest of the All Star starters, besides Caitlin and Fee, who are the captains, was Asia, Stewie, NECA, Paige, Alicia, Sabrina, Satu, Aaliyah. I'm missing somebody. I feel like that was everybody. I feel like that was everybody. And then the reserves get announced this weekend, I believe. Um, and us, we will likely do a All Star draft.
Oh
So,
yeah,
um,
I'm game for it.
so are we drafting captains or are we drafting as captains?
We're drafting as captain, so we're like my team, your team. We're just gonna draft the starters, regardless of
Okay,
Caitlin and
okay.
Phoebe and captains. So I mean, it's a chance to where you can draft both
You,
Caitlin and Phoebe.
Fee and Caitlin.
Which I'm probably not gonna let happen. But
You picking Caitlin first?
that's the only way that's gonna happen. Because if I pick
Cause
Caitlyn first, then you pick Fee first. But if I pick Fee first, I know you pick Caitlyn first.
you pick Fee first. I'm clicking off of this shit. I'm hitting leave.
You don't like
Don't ever
challenges?
play with me
You don't like have making a challenge in your life?
It's a difference
Addressing the
between a
challenge?
challenge and just being goofy. Who your favorite player?
Listen, my favorite player, Age Wilson.
So draft her. Don't play with me.
I don't know. I'll drive feet for the sake of the drive. Just see how you respond. See if you could thrive in through adversity. I mean, you can still drive saw too, unless I drive
Bro,
saw too.
half my favorite players in the damn starter pool.
Exactly. I just gotta break
Somebody
that
else
up
can't say the
somehow.
same. Somebody else can't say the same. Shit, I got Paige, Satu,
I
Fee.
mean, hey, I like Page too. I'm high on Page. I'm high on saw too.
You know I'm high on Paige. It's crazy. You some damn expert or some shit. I'm high on it. Like you a damn
I'm
scout or GM.
listen.
They
I've
got
been
good
a fan
potential.
of
I'm high on
Page
them.
since Hopkins. Okay. I've always liked Paige. She's always been one of my favorite players. I always hold her in high regard.
Didn't you just root for her to lose in the championship game a couple months ago? Yes.
Yeah.
Not one of your favorite players.
Nah, I'm not going for it. She could
So
be one of
that's
my
all I'm
favorite
saying.
players, and my team still have to go against her, and I have to root for my team.
One Sabrina, two Leash, four Thornton, or three Thornton, four Fee, five Bree Jones. Those your favorite players?
If I were to do a favorite
Caleb
players
Thornton.
list,
Caleb Thornton is a cool one.
yeah, I rock with Caleb Thornton. She's one of the players I
We should
like.
do that. We should do a favorite players list and then post it on Hoodie and Headband TikTok.
I'm with it.
Cause the Hoodie and the Band
We could
TikTok,
take what?
the Hoodie and the Headband TikTok. They love the WNBA stuff that we do. So
Yeah,
because they be eating at them power rankings every week.
every
And I'll be
week.
like,
I ain't even tapped
I ain't
into
gonna lie
this
though,
week
I was
one.
really struggling this past week, bro.
I ain't
I
even
was
tapped
really
into this
struggling.
week's bro.
I was really struggling.
Last week I was
I'm
just like,
not
bro,
gonna
this is
lie.
a disappointing season for the Aces. But nah, I think.
Bro,
I
the fact
mean,
that I think they're at 9 this week, that's crazy.
if we talking about favorite players, I'm trying to think of mine. I like niche players, or it's like I have a mix of like stars and like good role players.
I think we should do a roster of 12
Roster of
of our
12,
favorite players. Yeah. Like
but
starters and then bench.
but shoot, send me yours. I'll make a graphic. I'll make a graphic for the both of
Bet,
us.
bet that.
But
So
yeah, no.
Paige,
Can we
Sabrina,
have repeats?
Fee. If it's actually one of your favorite players, don't just throw
Okay,
them on there for the
okay.
sake.
Cause I listen. All right, don't send
Because
me
I'm
your
gonna try
list
to
to.
rank them. That's what I'm gonna try
Actually,
to do.
don't
I,
send me
I
your
won't.
list tonight. Send me your list tomorrow, right? Because I'll come up with my list tonight. You come up with your list tonight. Send yours tomorrow, and so I'll compare it and be like, okay, this is my list,
Yeah.
like, and I'll write mine down.
So the starting five is gonna be like my five favorite.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it like that, and then the bench players are just gonna be in any order.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Not a fan. My
valid,
favorite player
valid.
is Gray. Okay, that's what I thought, but that's what I was confused as to. Is that you're drafting? I'm confused. One Sabrina, two Alicia, three Thornton. Thornton is throwing me off. Oh,
I guess
is
he
this a
thinks
starting
Caleb Thornton's gonna
five?
be a starting, not a starter, but
This is a starting five of some sort. Like, would this be your starting five if you can make your
or
own
who
starting
he would
five?
draft for, I guess All Star. Also, cause
Yeah, because Caitlin Thornton could be a reserve.
that's what I'm thinking. Caleb can definitely be a reserve. So
Can't believe they're about to lose this shit, bro. That's okay though. I need to go and look. When you lose the Commissioner's Cup, how often do they go and win the championship? Because the Aces lost, right? It went
So
none.
Aces lost in 2023. three. Yeah, Aces lost 2023, won a
Yeah,
chip. Um,
Liberty lost last year, won a
Liberty
chip.
lost, won a chip.
The Sun lost, didn't win a chip because
Didn't win
it's
a
the Sun.
chip.
The Sky
Seattle
lost,
won,
won a chip.
lost in the. They didn't lose in the chip, but they didn't make it to the chip that year.
The Sky lost, won a chip, right?
No, they lost after they won the chip
Yeah.
because that was the Aces first. Yeah, Aces clean sweep that year. Aces won Commissioner's Cup and won a chip same season. Still the only team to do that.
That's cool.
Other teams have gotten to both, but no team has won both.
We ain't trying to do that anyway. Yes, my starting five, LOA. My fantasy draft for 2K. Oh, if I had a fantasy draft for 2K, this shit
Yo,
would be
you know
fair.
what would be fun if we was able to do like a call it, and this might be something that we should look into, like for real. If we're able to do a W like online my league, so like everybody we get a day, do a fantasy
Hey,
draft,
ML,
pick a listen. He said that
if
reverse
you know,
jinx
you
though,
know.
but listen, we get a W or so we create a league. I'll say if we do it. All right, so we'll probably do it with what me, you, P. You think ML got 2K? ML, you got 2K? Do it with the multiplicity group, man. At least get what?
Hey, Dre, if
That'll
you
be
want to do
four
it,
of us.
let us know. Bailey, maybe.
Yeah, because you can do crossplay. So if we can get 6 out of the 13 teams, and then have us like we
We
play
might
our
be able to get
regular
some people off
games.
social media too. You never know. People that we kind of know, though. I wouldn't
Yeah,
get
but I
like
said like I
randoms,
feel like
but
we could do it that way, but it's like same time I feel like it'll work better with people that we already know and have communication with on a regular
yeah, because it's
basis.
gonna be hard to get that schedule right for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, and like not do a full 40 game schedule, but do like to where we play each other at least twice.
Everybody plays every turn twice. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have some other
Uh,
side games. Man, Dre, come on, bro. Dre said fucking out. I'm trash. That's why you gotta build a team up. But yeah, and then we can just call it, run games or run the league. That'll be fun. I would love to do something like that since it's I don't say off season, but it's
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't played. I don't even. I don't even know if I have 2K25 actually.
tough. It's probably on the sale right now.
So actually, it didn't. Yeah, it definitely is. Because I
You can
every
probably
time I
get
see
that
it, I'm like,
joint
oh
for
yeah.
like
But it's the new one about to come out in like a month. So I feel
yeah.
like that'd be a waste of my money.
I
Let me
mean,
see. NBA
it could, but it wouldn't. But
2K.
let me like look. We can.
Cause look, college football about to come back out again.
College football comes out literally next week
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
week
yeah, yeah.
actually.
Oh,
Doesn't it come out the third?
oh, oh! It does. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I need that expeditiously. I need
Gang,
that
what?
right
Hey, what
now.
better weekend for that to come out on, bro? 4th of July
Yeah,
weekend with the
boy, I'm
long
off Friday.
weekend.
Boy, I'm off Friday. You know what I'm
I'm
doing.
on Friday too.
You asked me earlier what I'm doing. Well, you asked Dre earlier, and I thought you was
Yeah,
asking me. What am I
right.
doing on Friday? Not a thing. Playing
Listen,
college football all
taking you
day.
taking Coastal Carolina to the promised land again?
Again.
No, I found some. Bro,
Bro, we
only
won
thing,
like 8 national championships.
dog. I found some downloads or some edits with College of Charleston, and they kind of fire. They kind of fire. I haven't really played with
See?
them, but I seen like the jerseys that people have made for College of Charleston, bro. Like some people got crazy with it. Some people made a some one of the downloads made a rainbow road jersey. That joint was giving Miami Vice vibes, like the Heat Vice whatchamacallits.
Hey, bro, is this Caitlin Clark's first championship?
On a major scale. Yeah, she even played it. She ain't even playing it. We pushing
I
agendas.
don't. No. That's not even it.
No, I'm playing.
I genuinely don't know if she won a championship or not in high school.
Well, I
I would
don't know about
assume
high
she
school,
did. I
but
would assume she did, but she obviously didn't win one in college.
didn't even win in
But she
college.
was
Hasn't
in.
won one
She
in
had a
a
bunch of
W yet.
opportunities
This
to
is the first of a
win
major
high
scale.
school championships.
Shout out Michael Grady.
Damn, she did not win a high school championship.
But because I think that was a conversation point at the time. Like they were getting on there. It's like, bro, this girl never won anything. Why are we celebrating her so much?
All right, well that's kind of like fuck them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
but she
I
played
never
at
took
like a
that stance.
regular school. Dowling. I mean, Hopkins is another school. Never mind. I'll shut up. So, bro, it's streamers on Twitch still playing 2K24. Oh, that's
But I said
nuts.
because I heard 2K25. Well, like I
It was
played it, but
cheeks.
like
That's why I didn't get
I
it.
say most people, yeah, it wasn't
Oh, I
good.
just got done seminar on NCAA. I ain't played a full game since Saturday. Yeah, I'm locked in.
Yo, they coming out with a college basketball game. I'm locked in for
Oh
that.
yeah, what
I don't
locked
know
in?
if it's 2K or EA yet, but they
It
both
don't
talk
matter.
about some.
I'm locked in
They
regardless.
both talking like they wanna do something, and it's like
Then they get in the trophy quick.
you got
Shit,
whatchamacallit.
what?
You got
Oh, they on the road though, so that makes sense.
you got 2K that has had the rights to college for a little minute because of their My Career stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they already got licenses and got the rights to some of those things, so that's cool. But then you got whatchamacallit. You got oh, I feel like I just peeped something. But I would like. I mean, look, if not 2K, if EA can get it and make the college hoops game, I think it'll be fun because I think that the EA style of play is more on the arcade side of things, and not on the super realistic,
Yeah.
as in 2K is like ultra realistic.
Yeah, I like the more realistic.
Because like
I
2K
didn't like
used to be
NBA a
on the
lot as a
arcade
kid.
side of things. Like you think of like 2K5 football, you think of
Mm-hmm.
older 2Ks.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like till what 2K11 that it was like more realistic.
No,
And that shit was
2K11 was
kind of
arcade
OD.
as heck. It is more so like 2K like 14.
Nah, I feel like 2K11 was because 2K11 and 12 I feel like was pretty. I
Hold
feel
on,
like it
is
was
that?
pretty
Hold on.
realistic.
Is that? This is the thing that I'm peeping right now. Is that Candace Dupree back in the background?
Probably.
The one Bonner was in Indiana. Why we never put that together? And you know the one as kids is
Yeah.
Candace Dupree's kids.
Yeah.
Why did I
Hold
never
on.
put that together until just
She on the
now?
coaching staff?
Yeah, she
No
back
way.
like that's her on the screen, right? Yeah,
Where?
at the
Hold
far
on. I
end.
don't even see her.
That's
Nah,
what
she's
that
the
looked
head coach
like,
for. No, it says she's the. Wait, who you talking about, bro?
bro.
It says she's the head coach for Tennessee State University.
I could
Where
have
did you see this
sworn I
picture?
saw Candace Dupree, bro. I must be tripping. I must be tripping.
You
That's
might be
not her.
tweaking.
That's not her.
Was
Look
you
at me
talking about
make
the
it.
person behind Michaela Timpson? Please tell me you wasn't talking about the girl behind
Oh, I can't
Michaela Timpson.
rewind. I can't rewind. It's live. But they were at the end, like the far right end, no, far left end. Yeah, they're at the far left end of like their whole celebration and stuff.
Let me see if I can find it.
But yeah, no, I thought that was Candace
I thought you
Dupree.
were talking about Tilly.
Lord, I'm hungry. I gotta start eating better.
Facts.
So it says, yeah, Candace Dupree is the Tennessee State coach. I don't know why I thought I saw her on the Fever bench just now.
Because I was like, man, somebody would have said that shit on Twitter
Somebody would made
somewhere.
that connection a long time ago. Because when Dewana had passed her in scoring, they made that connection right away. They was like, hey, Alyssa Thomas helping her shorty pass her old shorty.
That was crazy.
So I don't know. I just thought that was her I saw. Cause hey, it looked like her. Cause she got the short cut now. Short cut with the hat. Thought that was thought that was her. But it's not. So it just says head women's basketball coach TSU Tigers. Dang, these are the twins? Sheesh. But yes. Anyways, shout out and congratulations to the Indiana Fever on winning the 2025 Commissions Cup trophy. They do so without Caitlin Clark. Um, which is something to note there. They really went through this whole Commissioners Cup without Caitlin Clark, honestly. Like this whole run without Caitlin. Um,
For the most part.
and then Caitlin came in. The game that they really needed the most was that not Indiana, that Liberty game, but she went off the first game back. She was like, I want to say she had 34 in that game, or was
Yeah,
it 32? 34?
34.
Okay. But yeah, so they win 74 to 59, 15-point victory there. Uh, led by Natasha Howard, 16 points. Um, I want to say Leah Boss had a double up in this game. Yeah, Leah Boss in 12 and 11, Natasha Howard 16 and 12, Kelsey Mitchell with 12, Aaron McDonald with 12 as well. So 4 out of the 5 in the start lineup in double digits. Um, Sophie Cunningham with 13 off the bench, Sid Colson with 3, Lexi Hall with 6. Yeah, good game overall. I mean, at first she had the Mystics, not Mystics. Oh my gosh, Lynx. See, I'm tired. Um,
Minnesota's.
yeah, it get cold in Minnesota. Minnesota Lynx take care of business. Not no, they didn't. Anyways, man, thank y'all for tuning in, bro. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling, dog.
He said, yo, me personally, I would never do that, but
Anyways,
appreciate
like
y'all.
I'm trying to say, Indiana Fever take care of business on the road against the Minnesota Lynx. Definitely interested to see how the rest of the season plays out. Um, surprisingly, this was their first. This is their first meeting, right? This season.
Yes.
Because yeah, 'cause I was trying to look up, just in preparation to this game, just trying to look back. I thought they might have played earlier this season, but I was wrong. I was terribly mistaken. I,
Right.
I clicked on the video, but see, the video was from last year. They trying to say it was from I don't know some fake YouTube accounts. Weird if you ask me, but whatever you gotta do to get the green, I guess. But
The bad.
yeah. Congratulations to the Indiana Fever again. I feel like Caitlin should be back soon. I think she was questionable for this game. Ultimately
Mm-hmm.
ruled out. So
It
within
wasn't
the
cheap
next
practice, but it
week
was
or
like light
so,
practice.
yeah, yeah, cause I saw a clip of her
Talk
at
to him,
practice
Dre.
earlier. So hey, what Dre
I
say?
ain't even gotta say it. Talk to him, Dre.
It's all right if he coming for that chip soon. Listen,
No, getting that. Not coming for that. Getting that.
it's all right if he getting that chip soon.
Thank you.
Man, the way
Get
things are looking, bro. I would listen. The way things are looking, it's looking like it's her time. She definitely deserves it though. 100%.
100%.
Definitely
One
deserves it.
hundo.
Um, yeah, I feel like I'd be Liberty and Lynx again this year. Unless the standings are weird and they meet in the second round.
Potentially.
Potentially, man. Vegas still got a lot. They gotta come back from. It's uphill climb for them. Storm are good, but I mean, hey, they're good and they can definitely upset or spoil somebody's title run, being like that third team in terms of contender talks. Um, but yeah, we got WNBA games resuming on Thursday, so we ain't too long without any action. Good lord, what am I gonna do tomorrow? No hoops, no Love Island.
AEW. That's what I'll be doing.
Or I'll probably be on the game then.
Or I'll just go to sleep early.
That's
Probably
it.
both.
That's it. But yeah. Anyways, outside of that though, y'all need to check out Tariq's YouTube page at Hoodie Q Tip. Go give my boy a sub, especially if you rock with the hoodie and the headband, or if you rock with Wrestlers Wrestling, or you just rock with Tariq in general. There's no reason to not subscribe to my boys posting content on there. Um, y'all know where to find me at, but if not, at underscore B Warner on IG, at underscore B Warner on TikTok as well. Twitter, I don't be on as much, but I don't know. We'll see. But outside of that, though, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to dissect in the next coming weeks. So I don't think we're doing a free agency special, but we definitely gonna be talking about free agency moves and what moved the needle or what doesn't move the needle probably next week. So definitely be on the lookout for that. As mentioned, we are probably gonna have some other social media content go up on the H&H Instagram and H&H TikTok page and Twitter page. So go follow us at the H&H Show on all social media platforms. Um, outside of that, there's nothing major coming from any of us that wasn't mentioned. Um, tap into Restless Wrestling on the weekends, Saturdays. A lot going on in wrestling, especially after Night of Champions and with SummerSlam on the horizon. Isn't there a Saturday night main event this week?
Next week.
Next week, okay. I saw
But we
videos
not
going
watching
through.
that. We watching AEW all day.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. I know
AEW's
I
biggest
saw
show
something
in the last couple of years, to
between
be honest.
Gunther and Goldberg.
Yeah, we're
Like
not
what
watching
is
that
this
shit, bro.
Goldberg story? I'm sorry, bro. Like
I'm not watching that shit, bro. I'm sorry. Just not doing it.
and it's crazy because wait, so
Like when I go
what
back to
was there
watch the
talk
pay per view,
about
I'm not watching
Goldberg
that.
coming back beforehand?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
that's why, because like I saw y'all clip, and then I saw Goldberg came back like days later.
Yeah. So in like January, February, maybe even before then, maybe even like 2024, like late 2024.
Yeah.
Goldberg was in the crowd. I think it might have been at Bad Blood actually. It might have been at Bad Blood that was in um Atlanta.
Mm.
He was there. He started talking trash to Goldberg because a couple weeks earlier he was talking trash to Bret Hart, and
Mm.
he was like, yeah, you were great, but my favorite wrestler of all time was way better than you, and his name was Bill Goldberg. Now, famously, Bill Goldberg Goldberg is the person that ended Bret Hart's in-ring career. He did a super kick or did a thrust kick, landed improperly, ended up injuring Bret Hart, and he hasn't been able to wrestle since then. He did have a match with Vince McMahon in like 2010, but that wasn't like a real thing.
So I kind of remember that.
Yeah,
Bret
so
Hart being right
then
around that time.
yeah, there was when like Natalia, Tyson
Yep.
Kidd, and
Yep.
David Hart Smith were the Hart Dynasty.
Yep.
Um, so then Gunther comes out at Bad Blood. He talks trash to Gunther and talks trash or to Goldberg and Goldberg's son Gage that was in the crowd. And then
Mm.
Goldberg tried to get in the ring. Triple H went out and stopped him. And then they kind of planted seeds ever since then. But
Kind of
then they didn't really do
storyline
anything
is
with it.
this?
And then they kept saying like, "Oh, Goldberg, like Goldberg was on the horizon. We just didn't know exactly when." And then
Yeah.
it started getting like once Gunther won the championship back, we knew Goldberg was coming. So,
Got it.
but
Nah,
yeah,
it's funny seeing Seth involved in this too.
yeah,
That man,
it's
Seth,
nasty.
hey, he a wild card. He's like, bro, ain't none of them chips safe. You talking about?
He doing too much, bro.
He
He
said,
doing
ain't
too
none
much.
of them chips safe. You talking about, man? I'm starting to like Seth. Bro said, bro, as long as I breathe air, CM Punk is never gonna be champion. I said, dang, that's a different kind of hate. Bro broke
Out
down
for
with
real.
Kay Adams. Kay said, yo, y'all unite for a Bears championship. It takes y'all, you, but it would take for y'all to unite. He said, no. I said, dang, not even for a Bears chip? Because where's Seth from? I know CM Punk from Chicago.
Seth is from Davenport, Iowa, and then John Moxley slash Dean Ambrose was from Cincinnati, Ohio, and then Roman Reigns, Pensacola, Florida. I feel like I know almost everyone's.
Yeah, just by watching
Well, I
wrestling.
won't say everyone's, but like just hearing it so
I said
often. Like
only cities
Cody's
I
is
know in
Atlanta,
Massachusetts
Georgia.
are
Cena's
Boston.
West Newbury,
I said
Massachusetts.
only city I know in Boston is not Boston. Only city I know in Massachusetts is Boston, and then going West Newbury. I guess Salem
You
too.
got St. Louis, Missouri with Randy Orton.
Yeah, well,
You
St.
got
Louis is big and
Montreal,
popular
Quebec,
for yeah.
Canada with um,
Who that
Sami
Edge,
Zayn. I mean, there's hella Canadians like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Christian,
Christian
Chris
Edge,
Jericho, Edge,
Jericho. Yeah,
Ethan Page. Like it's hella. Bret Hart, Natalia.
yeah. Of course, the Hearts.
Um,
Nah, I think who else was it?
shit crazy.
Oh, Rey Mysterio 619.
San Diego, California. Undertaker from Death Valley.
Yeah,
Um, from Parts Unknown. Kane.
okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was going next.
From Parts Unknown. Wait,
That
what?
man ended up being a damn congressman or something like that. Or mayor,
Yeah.
one of the.
Of
He had something
mayor
with
of
political.
Tennessee. Yeah, he's a mayor in Tennessee. Um,
Cameron, North Carolina.
trying to think. Roxanne Perez from Laredo, Texas.
Okay.
Liv
Yeah, you
Morgan
got
is from
Cameron,
New
North Carolina.
Jersey.
You got the Hardy Boys.
The Hardys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stone
Shout
Cold is
out to
from
Cameron,
Austin,
man. Shout out to Cameron. Duke,
Austin,
Hardy
Texas.
Boys, hell of a city.
Um, Daniel Garcia of Buffalo, New York.
Mm.
Swerve is from Seattle. Daniel Bryan is from Aberdeen, Washington.
Okay, yeah. And we already know
Yeah.
that story. That man skipped his high school graduation to go train with Shawn Michaels.
As he should have. And now look at him.
That
Greatest
made
of all
all the
time.
difference.
Greatest of all time, man.
Doggone. Who else? I
CM
don't
Punk,
know.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Uh, trying to think of
I like CM Punk's old
Seamus from
music better than
Ireland.
his. Yeah, I like CM Punk's old music better than his new music or newer music.
That's not a hot take, but it's kind of
It's
a hot
not,
take.
but it's like I mean, Cole's Personality is a great song, and I remember it was used for like WWE promos before it was his song.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
What first time I heard the song was when CM Punk came out to it. When he came back after he won the title, left, and then came back 2 weeks later with the new theme.
Yeah.
Because no one knew who it was, so there was no pop. Everybody was confused. It was like
Also, I remember he
so
changed his theme. Like
the
his
last
old
time he
school
came out to
theme.
that the last time he came out to that entrance theme was 2011 Money in the Bank against John Cena,
Mm,
which is crazy to think about.
yeah. Nah, you know that I was going down a rabbit hole on TikTok. You know that Randy Orton and what's it called CM Punk had the same theme for like not like the same theme at the same time, but it's like Punk used Randy's old theme once before it was given to
Hmm.
Randy.
Hmm.
That old Randy Orton theme is crazy. Like that's what started because it randomly popped
Hey,
up. Yeah, nothing you
nothing
can
you can
say.
say.
I was like, no, that's young or that's
Five.
young legend killer
Hey,
Orton
bro.
before he
I don't care what
became
nobody says. And this dude from Washington D.C. Best theme song of all time, Batista.
what is Batista's theme?
I walk alone. Like I'm not gonna sing it like the actual like the
I'm gonna have to
actual
look it up on
tone.
my own because
But go look it up. I
I
promise you,
gotta
you'll be like,
look it up
oh yeah,
because
yeah,
all
yeah.
I remember is that's all I remember.
I always see him with that white turtleneck, with the
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
big gold and Batista's
Kurt
combination of my
Angle's
childhood.
theme song is kind of cool.
From
It's
Pittsburgh,
like
Pennsylvania.
American and it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Patriotic, but not too patriotic. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like a overbearing patriotic. Nah, you know what's funny? So I was at work on Saturday, right? And this guy came through with a Cody Rhodes hat and a Cody Rhodes shirt, and I was like, "Yeah, I like your fit." He's like, "Oh, word, thanks." It's like nice. So we started talking wrestling for a little bit or whatever, and then Cody Rhodes' theme music got stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Adrenaline. Hey, bro.
All
Top
I heard in
five,
my
bro.
head was
Top five.
"Wow."
When I heard that song, like he was on the Indies like 6, 7 years ago. Bro, first time I heard that, I said, "Oh," and been in my playlist ever since.
Wow.
Also, Apple Music listeners, your all-time playlist should have dropped. I clicked on the Apple yesterday. It was like, boom, you've been on for 10 years. This is your all-time playlist of the songs you listen to the most.
Dang,
I said,
Apple
oh, I'm
Apple
locked.
Music has been out for 10 years. I just remember it like it's
No,
crazy.
like
Like
I've had it for 10 years. I
yeah, I'm
think is
saying
what
it's
it
been
meant.
out for 10 years. Like I remember before Apple
Yeah,
Music,
that is crazy.
it
Actually,
was like you would buy stuff off iTunes, and then I remember Beats Music, which I mean
yeah,
ultimately became out Apple Music.
yeah, yeah. Some of the songs, bro, I listen to some songs too much because there's no way newer song like a lot of it is like 2019 so 2018 and like it's a lot of Kalani, it's a lot of Khalid. There's some Weekend in there.
I remember
There's
that
also
phase.
SZA and Sabrina Carpenter. Like SZA makes sense
Yeah,
because she got the other album,
yeah.
but Sabrina Carpenter being in there is crazy.
You blasting short and sweet like that.
Bro, it was number one last year for me.
That was your number one album.
Number one, bro. Number
Not even
one
mad at it.
album, number one song, and
What was
then
the
it's
number one
probably
song
like
from it?
her and SZA was like the top
What
20.
song was number one off that album for you?
I want to say it was Taste.
Really?
But I think my actual favorite song is Bedkin.
Oh, of course.
I think
You know what I've been bumping a lot
because
lately.
I think it depends on the way that I was going into the album.
Yeah. You know
Dumb
what
and
I've been
Poetic.
bumping.
I lied. Dumb and Poetic is not
Dumb
number
and
one. I'm
Poetic.
tweaking. Yeah, Devin Poetic was not up
No,
there.
the song I've been bumping the
Please, please,
most
please is number 3, but it's only because of where it
because
was on the album.
I'm gonna say
Like it
gotta be.
always played. Yeah,
I feel like I want to say it's one of the weaker songs on the album, but it just doesn't even like I
it's
don't know.
you just heard it so often.
It's not in my top three. Like that's the radio song. That's the
Yeah,
the hit record lead single from that
Don't
album.
Smile is
Don't
Don't Smile
smile.
is
That's the song
underrated.
I've been blasting the most
Underrated.
lately. Like
Underrated.
I don't even be sad. Ain't
Underrated.
nothing to be sad about. Life is good, you know. But it's a vibe, bro. That's that vibe of like you watching like a coming of age doggone movie. They at the prom in the gym and
Crazy part is I still watch those movies.
Shorty had bro heart and he just sitting there in the middle of the dance floor, everybody slow dancing type beat.
And then
I don't know.
it does
Sabrina
like the
Carpenter really
pan.
dives into like
It
the
does like the spin
old
around them.
whatchamacallit, dives into the old looks and
It's
sounds
because she
and
grew up
vintage
then.
stuff. You said what?
It's because she grew up then. Well, not like in like way back then, but
I'm about to say she's same age as us.
she's like the same age as us. Yeah,
Exact same age as us. She was born in '99.
yeah, yeah. Hey, that boy know his Sabrina Carpenter date of birth now.
Relax.
When her birthday?
I don't know that. I know it was like
I was
either
about to say if you
June,
know her birthday,
either
but
May or June. Cause I know it was recent. Like that's the only reason why I know she's
now
26.
I know Madison Pettis I think is in August, but I don't know what day.
I'm trying to think of. Well, I can't. I'm not thinking. I'm trying to think of who else is around our age range.
I know Miley Cyrus is also in August, like the end of August.
More.
Miley Cyrus is I want to say August August 30th.
I know Ariana Grande's birthday
Oh,
was
I'm
like last
tweaked.
week. I want to say.
She's November 23rd.
Yeah, Ariana Grande's birthday was last week. I only know
I'm
that because I was playing
tweaked.
trivia at the spot, and yeah,
I'm tweaked. Master Pass, July 22nd. Oh, I'm tweaking with that one too. I thought it was August. Yeah.
but yeah.
Shout out Master Pass.
Shout out Madison Pettis, man.
August. Whose birthday's in August then? That I always think is at the end of August.
You got Kobe birthday.
Uh, who?
Kobe.
Bruh. It's it's Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah,
Michael Jackson is August
yeah.
29th.
That listen, I always get
Bruh.
his birthday and his
Is
death
this
day
Huda?
mixed up.
Is that Huda? Why the fuck is she on famous birthdays?
Cause she famous now, yo. Like
She's
she just
24.
she the star of Love Island. Yes.
Bro, they said she's more famous than BB Rexa and
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
Okay, Cameron Diaz is
That's
crazy.
nuts. Yeah, tweaking.
Baby Rexa or however you say her name. Yeah, sure.
BB Rexa.
Whatever. Sure.
The Adrian Harding.
Who?
Famous birthday. They have the Adrian Harding over Tom Brady.
Who was that?
August 3rd is both of their. The Adrian Harding is a YouTube guy. He's like
Uh
he's like a streamer slash like TikTok. Like he be with Cam Water.
okay. It's probably why I don't
But
know who
like
that is.
Martha Stewart too. I don't know if they're ranking these. I don't know if these are ranked or not. Maybe these. I don't know. Yeah, I knew it was. Wait, when did? Oh yeah, Kobe's birthday is August 23rd. Michael Jackson passed away in what, June or July?
Shit, it was a few days ago. I want to say it was June 29th.
Yeah, June 25th.
June 25th. Okay.
That's what it was. There was my one of my aunt's birthdays is August 30th or 31st or something like that.
Okay.
So I always
But yeah, I
remember
always confused Michael
someone's birthday being
Jackson's
really
birthday
close.
with his death day. Like I think
Yeah, I
I
do too.
always thought his death day was in August for some reason.
Yeah, I do too.
Because it
I do
felt like
too.
it was.
That, for, and I always think it's Miley Cyrus instead of Michael Jackson. I don't know why. I
That's weird.
always just think Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Like I could have sworn her birthday was in August, and I've done that multiple times. I've done that so
Oh,
many times.
whatchamacallit thing, What's his name? Dre updated us. Sabrina's birthday is 5/11, 1999.
May 11, 1999. She won 2 junior Olympic gold medals. CC did. Oh well, yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody gonna win those if you're on the USA team. But nah, she still deserves credit for those. But yeah, because I mean, they would have said the same. Like if Paige didn't win in college, they wouldn't have counted like the Olympics. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if junior
Man,
like
they don't
the under
respect
19
Olympic
Olympics and stuff like
medals.
that.
They don't respect Olympic medals where
I
they
mean,
need
they
to.
expect like Olympic medals, but I don't think they
Yeah, but
like for
still,
US
they don't hold the
under
same weight.
19, under 16, under 18.
They don't
I
hold the
don't think
same
they
weight.
respect those
If
because
they
like
did, Melo would
if
be
they did
held in
Maddie
higher
Westbeld,
regard.
Tina Papao, they would have more respect. Lauren Betts, Peyton Burles,
Yeah,
Caitlin,
yeah,
Caitlin, because Caitlin was on the under 19 team too that I covered a couple years back during the
yeah.
Olympics. Um, I don't even know how we got to. Oh, I said 10 years
Oh yeah,
of
Apple Music
Apple
stuff, and then yeah.
and how it ended up being like Sabrina. I don't know if it's ranked. Like I don't know if it because like it's we have replays like per for each year, and then it gets updated every week, and it's like ranked by how like which songs you listen to the most. I don't know if it's like that for this one, but if it is, number one is "Bad News" by Kalani, which makes a ton of sense. So I think it is because "Bad News" is number one, "Seek and Destroy" is number two. So that actually makes a ton of sense. But then there's a song. Oh no, I guess I had that song last year, bro. This is so funny
What?
because it's really all the same people. It's just different, like John, like it's just different years of these people. So it's like Kalani, SZA, Chris Brown, Kiana Lede, Summer Walker, Sabrina Carpenter, Trevor Jackson, Leon Thomas, and then it's just those people. And then there's Coco Jones in there. There's a Post Malone in there. There's some Drake in there. Some Don Toliver in there. There's a Tory Lanez in there. I can't say that too loud. That was a while ago, bro. That was like 5 years ago, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry.
What was?
Wale.
Wait, what was 5 years ago?
I said I was naming the people that I had songs of and or that was on this list and Tory Lanez was on there. And I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh,
And I was like, it's a song from like 5 years ago, guys. Don't worry.
it's a song he made
It's
5 years ago. Or it's a song he dropped 5 years ago because it's a difference. Because he
it's the
dropping these
trick.
lo- it's he dropped it. He be dropping these lost tapes from
It's
the
it was
past
on
couple
Six Take
years.
Five.
Okay,
Six Take Four is still the greatest mixtape ever.
greatest mixtape ever. Also, that's a stretch, but it's not that bad of a stretch.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. I don't really listen to mixtapes like that. So
I'm about to say, if you want to talk mixtapes,
that and New
I
Toronto
think
two are
maybe
my
the
two
greatest
favorite.
mixtape ever is Soul Tape 2.
Yeah, I'm not listening to that.
I mean,
Wait,
I would have to have this
is that
conversation with
Fabo?
someone like Nick Andre. You said what?
Is that Fab?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought so.
I'll say Soul Tape 2 is up
Because there's
there.
a song from one of his
I'll
things that I
say
like.
Dreams whatchamacallit,
Let's
Dream
see,
Chasers
Fab.
2.
I did
Yeah,
like Meek's
Dream Chasers
mixtapes.
2. Dream Chasers 4 was crazy too though.
Uptown, downtown, uptown, downtown. No, that's stuck in my head.
Trying to think of what other mixtape is there. Big Show in Detroit, that's a great one. J. Cole Friday Night Lights, that's a great
Uptown,
one. J.
downtown,
Cole,
uptown,
the
downtown,
not the come up
uptown,
story.
downtown.
J. Cole to warm up, that's a great one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the J. Cole ones are always great.
I'm glad they're all on streaming.
Facts. Hold on, what? Oh, these must be. I'm tweaking. These must be remixes.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's a remix.
But yeah, but all right, I ain't got nothing else to add
Yes,
or
sir.
talk about. We just on here rambling at this point, bro.
Literally.
Anyways, man, it's 10:40. I gotta watch Love Island.
This man is addicted.
I'm
But all
invested,
right, y'all.
but I shouldn't be invested this season, man. Not the greatest. Anyways, man, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. We'll be back next week with in-depth analysis type episode. This was more so just a watch party, watch along. Because the game fell on the Tuesday. So yeah, outside of that though, thank y'all for tuning in as always. We back next week.
Appreciate y'all.